Today, we are examining the story of Violet and 5 other dogs who were cruelly treated early on in life, until ultimately she and the rest of the pack found their forever homes and got the happy ending that all dogs deserve. Don't forget to like this video to help us reach 8K likes, and also make sure to subscribe for more amazing stories. Welcome to Wonderbot Animals. Violet's tale speaks of resilience and hope amidst adversity. For 2 long years, she endured the heart-wrenching plight of being chained, a fate she shared with 5 other dogs on a desolate property in San Miguel County. Their days were spent confined outdoors, the weight of abandonment and subjugation bearing down upon their furry frames. Welcome to Wonderbot Animals, where we explore the natural world that animals and humans share. Please press that like button and make sure to hit subscribe right now. A beacon of hope arrived for Violet and her companions in the form of dedicated volunteers from the NMDOG. Prompted by a concerned woman's distressing observation, these compassionate souls set out to bring aid to the plight of dogs unjustly shackled. NMDOG is an organization specializing in assisting dogs trapped in the misery of perpetual chaining. They responded to the distressing scene, driven by their unwavering commitment to offering solace to these voiceless creatures. The narrative surrounding these furry captives took a dark turn. These animals faced an even harsher plight. Their caregiver, the one meant to ensure their well-being, had been incarcerated, leaving them stranded and vulnerable, shackled without access to sustenance. The absence of the person responsible for their care had condemned them to a state of helplessness and deprivation. Their circumstances, already dire, were compounded by the illegality of chaining animals in the county when owners are not present. This infraction triggered the intervention of volunteers who, aided by the local sheriff and an organization dedicated to aiding abandoned pets, orchestrated their rescue from the confines of their desolate imprisonment. Working within the bounds of the law, these compassionate souls navigated the legal intricacies to bring about the liberation of these distressed creatures. Following her rescue, Violet found herself in the care of those who had championed her freedom. Based on estimations from NMDOG members, it was determined that Violet was approximately 2 years old at the time of her liberation. For a significant portion of her short life, she had borne the burden of a thick chain clasped tightly around her neck with a weighty padlock, a symbol of her captivity and endurance of relentless confinement. Immediate medical attention was imperative for Violet and her companions upon their release. Her physical condition bore witness to the brutality of her prolonged incarceration. The sun's harsh rays had etched sunburns across a substantial part of her body, leaving her with the searing pain of exposure. Yet this was not the full extent of her affliction. Violet also grappled with a serious infestation of fly larvae, proof of the inhumane conditions she had suffered while tethered to her chains. Amidst her physical afflictions, it is crucial to acknowledge that Violet was experiencing tender care for the first time in her life upon being rescued. This newfound love and attention were pivotal for her emotional recovery. For Violet, the road to healing encompassed not just physical rehabilitation, but also the psychological repair required to rebuild trust in human beings. The scars of her past extended beyond her sunburned and infested skin. They penetrated deep into her wary spirit. Prior to her rescue, sudden movements or gestures directed her way would send her recoiling, fearing imminent harm. The trauma of her past experiences had instilled in her an instinctual response to cower, as if anticipating an impending blow. Trusting humans was a daunting prospect, requiring Violet to confront her ingrained apprehension and learn to let her guard down. However, under the tender guidance of the compassionate individuals at the nonprofit organization, Violet began the journey towards resocialization. Through patient, nurturing interactions and a supportive environment, she gradually relearned the fundamental lesson of trust. The careful and deliberate efforts of her caretakers instilled a sense of security in Violet, fostering an environment where she could begin to relinquish her fear and tentatively embrace a new reality, one characterized by love, warmth, and the prospect of companionship rather than mistreatment and isolation. Following her rescue and the tender care she received, Violet's transformation was truly remarkable. She flourished, exuding a newfound vitality and contentment in her altered circumstances. The wounds of her past, both physical and emotional, were gradually healing, paving the way for a brighter, more hopeful future. In the sanctuary of NMDOG, Violet radiated health and happiness. Her interactions with her caregivers and the nurturing environment of the shelter fostered a sense of security and trust in her. This newfound sense of confidence allowed Violet to revel in the simple joys of life. She found solace in play, frolicking with her stuffed animal, and relished the outdoor excursions, strolls in the parks, and moments of playful exploration. Now, despite her remarkable progress, Violet longed for a permanent home, a loving family who would choose to open their hearts and homes to her. The volunteers and staff at NMDOG were optimistic, hoping that someone would recognize the affectionate and resilient spirit that Violet possessed and would be eager to welcome her into their lives. As she basked in the shelter's care, Violet dreamt of a future where she would be cherished and adored in a forever home, eagerly anticipating the day when she would find a family to call her own. Violet's tale of resilience and hope took a heartwarming turn when she was finally welcomed into her forever home. Alongside the fellow dogs who were rescued on that fateful day, Violet too found her happy ending, thanks to the unwavering dedication of NMDOG and the support of her adoptive family. NMDOG played an instrumental role in ensuring these animals found the love and security they deserved. For Violet, the journey to her forever home was guided by an adoption ambassador who was devoted to showcasing her best qualities to potential adopters. This compassionate ambassador took Violet to numerous adoption events, training classes, and weekly outings to various new places, offering her exposure and socialization to help her integrate into the world outside the shelter. Gone are the days of a timid, withdrawn, and uncertain Violet. Through the tireless efforts of NMDOG and the relentless dedication of her adoption ambassador, Violet underwent an incredible transformation. She emerged as a vibrant, joyous bundle of energy, radiating a zest for life. Violet's once apprehensive demeanor melted away, replaced by a newfound confidence that allowed her to forge lasting friendships and embrace the love and comfort of her forever home. Violet's life is now a symbol of the remarkable resilience and transformative power of love. She found a home that echoes with laughter, brims with companionship, and overflows with an abundance of love. A result of the dedication and compassion of those who believed in her and offered her a second chance at a joyous, fulfilling life. Under the dedicated leadership of Angela Stell, the director of NMDOG, Violet's transformation stands as a beacon of hope. Angela's unwavering belief in Violet's potential to rise above her history of abuse and confinement paved the way for her joyous new life, surrounded by the love and care every pet deserves. NMDOG has been at the forefront of animal rescue since 2011, extending a helping hand to the most vulnerable, chained and neglected animals in need of healing, both physically and emotionally. The organization's commitment to rescuing, rehabilitating, and rehoming these animals remains their foremost goal. Based in Albuquerque, New Mexico, NMDOG, also known as NMDOG, continues to tirelessly work towards providing a second chance at life for these animals, ensuring they find their way into loving and protective forever homes. We hope you liked the video, and if you'd like to see more, please make sure to like and subscribe to Wonderbot Animals.